You know, the tea things.
Oh, yes, the tea things. Yes, yes, of course. The tea. Well, you two just be comfortable. That's
Just
right.
make
Just
yourselves
sit
at
there,
home.
Yes. Yes, why don't you take that?
Well, can't you take a hint?
Nope, that was pretty obvious. A lack of inventiveness, I should say.
Yes, that's exactly what she'd say.
So, where do you want to go for dinner?
Oh, I don't care. I'm not very hungry.
Well, I just had breakfast. Suppose we wait till after the show.
But that'll make it pretty late, won't it?
Yeah, not with the little stinker we're seeing tonight. From what I heard about it, we'll be back at Blake's by 10 o'clock.
You ought to be fair to these plays.
Are these plays fair to me?
Well, I've never seen you walk out on a musical.
Oh, no, that music wasn't opening tonight.
No?
No, darling, you have to learn the rules. With a musical, there's always 4 changes of title and 3 postponements. They liked it in New Haven, but needs a lot of work.
Oh, I was hoping it was a musical.
You have such a light mind.
Not a bit. Musicals somehow have a humanizing effect on you. After a straight play, we join the proletariat in the subway and I listen to a lecture on the drama. After a musical, I'm taking you home in a taxi and you make a few passes.
Now, wait a minute, darling. That's a very inaccurate piece of
Oh,
reporting.
I will admit that after the Behrman play, you told me I had authentic beauty. And that's a hell of a thing to say to a girl. It wasn't until after our first musical that you told me I have nice legs. And I have, too.
For a minister's daughter, you sure know a lot about life. Where'd you learn it?
In the choir loft.
Oh, I'll have to tell you about that sometime, darling. The close connection between eroticism and religion.
Religion never gets as high as the choir loft. Which reminds me, I better run and tell Father not to wait up for me.
I've never been able to rationalize it.
What's that?
My falling in love with a girl who lives in Brooklyn.
Falling in love? You're not speaking to be articulate, are you?
The only way I can regain my self-respect is to keep you in New York.
Did you say keep?
No, I'm convinced you're holding out for the legalities.
I can afford to be a good girl for a few years yet.
I can't afford to wait that long. Where can we be married in a hurry? Say tonight.
I'm afraid Father would insist on officiating.
Oh, God, I bet you could even make the marriage service sound pedestrian.
Are you by any chance writing a review of it?
Forgive me, darling. It's an occupational disease. I may give that play tonight good notice.
Don't pretend you love me that much.
Now, be sure to tell your father not to wait up.
I think tonight I better tell him to wait up.
I'll telephone Winchell. We'll publish the bands.
Nevertheless.
All right, everything formal and legal, but no later than next month.
Oh, darling. I'll talk to Father and set a date.
Oh, no, we have to see what's in rehearsals first. There'll be a lot of other first nights in October.
Hello, Mortimer!
How are you, Mr. President?
Bully, thank you, bully. What news have you brought me?
Just this, Mr. President. The country is squarely behind you.
Yes, I know. Isn't it wonderful? Well, goodbye. Goodbye.
Where are you off to, Teddy?
To Panama.
Panama's in the cellar. He digs locks for the canals down there.
You're so sweet with him. He's very fond of you.
Well, Teddy was always my favorite brother.
Favorite? Were there more of you?
Oh, yes, there's another brother, Jonathan.
I've never heard of him.
No?
Parents never mentioned him.
No, we don't like to talk about Jonathan. You see, he left Brooklyn early by request. Jonathan was always the kind of boy who liked to cut worms in two with his teeth.
What became of him?
I don't know. He wanted to become a surgeon like grandfather, but he wouldn't go to medical school first, and his practice got him into trouble.
Oh, won't you two be late for the theater?
Oh, no, we're skipping dinner. We don't have to start out for half an hour.
Well, I'll leave you two alone.
Oh,
then.
don't bother, darling. I better run and say goodnight to Father. Before I go out with you, he likes to pray over me a little. I'll be right back. I'll cover this inside.
If the prayer isn't too long, I'll have time to lead you beside the still waters.
Oh, Mortimer, that's the first time I've ever heard you quote the Bible. Well, you knew Elaine would be a good influence on you.
Oh, and by the way, I'm going to marry her.
What?